Hey, what if we gave you 10 grand? What could you do? I'm rolling. Okay, rolling. Put on your headphones.
I'll wait till you press play and I see how loud the friggin' volume is before I put any headphones on my ears. Learn the hard way.
I think it's.
Is this just spacebar?
Buy an unlocked phone right out of the gate.
See, the videos are low.
I heard it fine.
Oh, okay, that was good.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and the volume up on this. So, put it right.
Are we just free form riffing? Like, can I comment on anything? Like, as long as we keep it family friendly.
Yeah. Obviously,
because I'm kind of obsessed with how funny you are and how good of an actor you are.
No.
How you don't act anymore. And I'm just like, it's really annoying and hilarious.
That's funny.
Like Liz and I joke about it. Kamel and I joke about it. We're like, it's just funny that Roy's like, you're like, I'm like Daniel Day-Lewis. I just kind of, And then you're like, when are you coming back? You're like, I'm not an actor. Actors are dumb. I was like, all right, sure. You're a killer actor. You're so good, dude.
That's funny.
We're gonna make
now
a
you're
movie.
Acting in them.
I know.
You're acting in my commercials.
As I should be.
Let's introduce to the audience of what we're doing. Okay, so we're just gonna make a series of these short little videos that we're just reminiscing on the good old days of this is how the Tigheland career started. So this was our very first commercial that opened the gates wide open for us to start working as a production company. And it all started with this video. So let's watch it, John.
Let's do it.
Hey, you guys unlock phones, right?
So ridiculous.
Going on spring break to Cancun. I just need my phone unlocked.
Dude, I remember you doing
Okay. So,
It's a flip
how much
phone,
is this
so
gonna
good.
cost me? I don't think it's supposed to be making that sound.
It's broken.
What? It was just working a second ago.
No, it wasn't.
I used it to make a call outside.
To you.
What?
Going.
Where you
Time
going?
out.
Scott, so good.
Buy an unlocked phone right
Scott's a
out of
good
the
looking
gate.
guy. Look
You
at
get the
him.
freedom you
He's a
deserve.
little too good looking.
Pop in a prepaid
He's
SIM card
he's
with
like a
50
Brad
gig
Pitt
data.
handsome.
He is.
Take this for example. It's the Alcatel One Touch Idol 3.
Ooh, look at
Still
that,
stand up
fancy.
against any
Look at all these
smartphone
hand
in the market.
models.
Oh man,
It's over the price.
look at all these hands.
So many great
Look at-
fingernails.
Time in. This
Thanks.
is my favorite
yeah.
part.
No problem, man. Want me to get in on that Cancun deal with you?
No.
Oh man, so much classic stuff in there. We had let me do this real quick. Actually, I'll just leave it up. We had so much classic stuff going on in there. So we shot that at PC Mac. So
Yep.
at the time, I was making $10 an hour, working at PC Mac. Shout out to Blake Purdy for giving me the job. I worked at PC Mac fixing computers. Scott called me. This is Scott.
We gotta show who Scott is. You remember the good-looking guy we were just talking about?
Yeah, there he is.
Look at Scott.
There's
He
Scott.
rides motorcycles. Can you believe that? Isn't he too pretty for motor? Like the wind, he'd be like, the wind, it's actually buffing my
Scott
face.
loves motorbikes.
He does.
So Scott worked at Alcatel at the time, and he hit me up the night before saying that there was an opportunity at his work. They wanted video content. So he said, I got a guy that can make us stuff. And they were like, oh no, things are usually too expensive. So then he's like, no, trust me. And then that weekend, so this is like Friday night, him and I got together, and then we asked Josh, who was also my acting friend at the time.
We all met in acting class. I met Josh a handful of times.
Yeah, Josh is great. So he's super into Bitcoin now. I think he's rich off it, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
rich
that's
off
funny.
Bitcoin now.
I always
he quit
wondered-
acting, became a Bitcoin enthusiast.
I always wonder that, like when a Lamborghini drives by me on the highway, I'm like, Bitcoin or Ethereum? Like every time. Because you're just like, it's like young dudes like buying mansions in the suburbs, and you're like, what did he do? He bought crypto when it was $1.
Okay, so anyways, Josh, he was an acting friend of mine, also very handsome. Look at him. Looks like the guy from that HBO show about Silicon Valley.
He was a stunt devil.
Yeah, he was a
He
stand-in.
fell through a window on Silicon Valley.
But Josh, so he was we called him last minute to see if he would act, paid
Yeah.
him a huge whopping $100.
The
He
pay
did get
hasn't,
paid.
The pay hasn't changed, folks.
Yeah. Once we found out we could pay people $100, so it hasn't changed in the past 12 years.
Some of us still get 100. We're like,
Yeah.
well, you get more than 100? What the hell's going on around here, man?
But anyway, so I hit up Josh, and then the three of us got together. Blake was kind enough to let us shoot in PC Mac after hours. I was working that day, so I was actually in my work outfit. So they just came over to PC Mac after I was off my shift. We got together, and I was like, okay, Scott, so what are we shooting?
That was the prep?
Yeah, and then Scott was like, well, I don't know, just be you, like, be funny. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. And he's like, well, the sketches and stuff you do, like, just do something like that. And I was like, what, like, play that, like, dumb character that I play that's like, like that? He was like, yeah, that's hilarious. And I was like, all right, okay, so here's the scenario. And Scott kind of had a loose idea of like, he was thinking like, oh, maybe I'll just like jump in and say like time out or something. And I was like, all right, that's cool. Like a simple idea, right? Like totally like from Saved by the Bell and from the 90s when
Sure.
people would come in and pause the scene.
Yeah, it's like the record skip during a sorry, my mic's.
Yeah.
It's like the record skip during a movie trailer.
Yeah,
Do I have
exactly.
feedback? Am I getting picked up by?
No, you're not going to
Is it just the headphones? Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
So anyways, so Scott then, so we were like, okay, well, here's the situation. Josh, you're the customer. You come in needing your phone fixed. I do my thing of just improvising. You react to it. And then Scott, you come in and go timeout. And then he had to hit those sales lines because he knew that they would want to hear that like at the corporate world of Alcatel at the time. So
no, they still at the time they still love that. They're like, make sure it has the really long Star Wars style title in there. Like, dude, the last shoot that we had where some of the actors had to memorize that, I was so glad I barely had to because people had like monologues and then they had like the TC 735 A47 3-43 ... hyphen, and you're like, oh my god! Like, and if you mess up one little letter in there,
you redo the whole take.
The client's gonna be like, hey, that's the wrong tablet.
And then I'm angry because I'm like, John, we got to move on. We're behind schedule.
I study lines for TCL commercials like I'm on a freaking movie. Like I literally for the week I'm like, get in the character. You're an uncle who likes tablets, and he memorizes everything. Like I figured out the whole thing. But you
did a great job.
You did a great job on this when Scott was like, just be a guy, and you're like, oh, I know that guy, because that is your classic character.
Yeah.
It's world famous in my household. Like if something happens and one of our kids goes, I don't care. Like Liz and I look at each other and we're like,
I don't care.
I don't care. I don't care. What? Just shrugging our shoulders like that. Where did you come up with that character? What inspired that?
Oh, I think it's just, I don't know, just from being Canadian in a small town. Adam and Graham just doing sketches and just kind of playing like a burnout character, you know, because it's like living in Vancouver and growing up and stuff like that. So I was just like, I don't care, whatever, man.
It's like a 7-year-old just being being told.
Well,
like,
I always
reprimanded.
this is what I think the funniest is in comedy is I think the less you can actually move your face, that is the funniest thing, because it's then you see like micro details of someone's expression and you know exactly what they said.
I
like
love
so
that
much
you love
can
that.
it's like so much can be just said when you're staring at someone and you're just like,
okay, you've probably directed me like 20 times throughout our
it's like
friendship.
your eye shifts a hair.
I always know, like, if I'm in front of the camera and Roy's behind the camera, well, if you're in the room and I'm in front of the camera, you're going to be like, move less. Yeah, just barely.
Just deliver it.
Grind your teeth and just be like, yeah, cool. Like,
Yeah.
it is hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like, I guess I've always just been a fan of comedy where, like, don't get me wrong, I'm a physical comedy guy. Like, I love Laurel and Hardy. I grew up watching them since I was a baby, you know? So I love physical comedy, but my taste is always, and I was a big Jim Carrey fan. My taste was always, though, like when I could see someone barely move, most hilarious thing, but they moved, but barely.
You like subtle.
Very subtle. If I want things to be as subtle as possible. So like back to this commercial. So the timeout of it, like this part.
Yeah.
Like where Scott comes in and says, see? Like that's me just holding that position. It's not like a mask and we freeze framed it. It's like, it's just me literally not blinking, just going for as like long as possible. You know what I mean? But anyways, so the idea, thank you for the compliments, by the way. The idea of it was, this is the funny part of this story. The idea was that Scott came in, we had the concept of he'll just do like a timeout. I'll play this ridiculous burnout character and it'll just be funny. That was like Scott's inspiration. I was like, okay, cool. Make it funny. Got it. So he came in and we shot like my coverage, his coverage, he came in and then Scott hit all the language of it. Like that was like a crucial part. Like he hit all the language that Alcatel would want to hear.
Yep.
And then I just got those insert shots of it like kind of going across. So I literally set the boom pole up myself, or I put us on lavaliers. So every time it was our coverage, I gave them a lavalier and then just had a boom pole over top of the other person.
That's a good note just for anyone watching. Like when you're on a super strict budget,
Yeah.
you're like, well, we have to swap lavs.
Lavaliers are your friend.
Like
Use them.
Like we have one lav, so pass it around, boys.
Yeah.
Like for coverage. Like,
Yeah. Pass the love around.
yeah, dude. Here you go.
Here you
pass
go.
pass the
Test
love into the
1,
right.
2. Test 1, 2.
Don't break the cipher.
But anyway, so that's how I did it. And if you notice, the camera doesn't move. The camera, when it's acting, it's locked off because there's no one running the camera.
Yeah.
I literally had to frame it and then just like, Josh, nudge over. Okay, put your hand here. So he's like holding the desk, so it was a nice over the shoulder. I knew where I was. I could flip the monitor around and see it because I didn't have a monitor. I just had to flip it around. Then we knew. So that's how I had to frame it. I just framed it all myself and then locked everything off. And then the shots of the phone, those were me operating the phone, operating the camera at that point. You know, I cheated it where you wouldn't see me in it and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that was it. We shot it in like a couple hours. I edited it over the weekend and Scott famously came in on Monday morning, super proud of what he created. And he brought it and they had a meeting and he made sure everyone was in the meeting and he played the video. And I can't believe he played this for like an entire office of corporate people in Alcatel where cell phones were booming at the time, still are, but this was a real rush of like first to market. And he plays this in front of everybody, including his president. And then it's like, they all watched it and thought it was hilarious. And then we're like, yeah. And then like Scott sent it out to then everybody. Oh no, his president one is in the room, but everyone else was. And anyway, so he sent it out to everybody and then other people in the office started sharing it and it got to the president of Alcatel who watched the video on his own time, thought it was hilarious, sent Scott an email directly to be like, hey, we got to make more of these. These are great. I love it.
Oh, that's great.
And so then Scott was like, yeah, I'd love it. And then, you know, they said, then they had a meeting with Scott. So now Scott's immediate boss, Virginia, they had she wasn't the president. She was just like kind of second command or something. I don't know, whatever, however corporate structures work. It's million bosses. Scott had a lot of bosses at the time. So his immediate boss, Virginia, got together with him and she's like, okay, so we want to use this. We think it's great. And it was because Scott hit the language. Like my recommendation to anyone, if you're going to send a video to a corporate company, you got to know their marketing language. Or do it with someone at the company, like I did.
And you got the other thing that when I used to do more commercial stuff was like you gotta like positively. You can't be like you can't say it like a negative tone.
No. Everything has to be
joyfully like this company is awesome.
It's amazing,
and you can understand why. Like anybody's gonna want that for their.
They're
brand.
trying to sell you a phone that you'll get replaced next year, right?
Whatever it is, if it's a phone that's gonna last you a life, no matter what. If somebody's making something and wants to sell it to you, like the client wants a certain dialogue in their stuff and they want like positive connotation, positive energy for like, you know,
exactly.
You know, Frank's knee pads, you know, you're going to protect you when you're doing drywall. Like you want, like you don't want to be,
you use them for hockey.
Frank's knee pads, you know, you're going to
Frank's knee pads. Your legs are going to be sore by the end of the day.
Yeah. You use them for hockey too. You use them for a lot of stuff.
But anyway, sorry.
No, Frank's knee pads. Check them out. I just made that up. That's not a real company. That'd be crazy if they get hits.
It's our next company we're inventing. See it on a B2B business. But anyway, so Scott.
Everyone needs knee pads.
It was because of Scott knowing the marketing language.
Yeah.
His end little monologue there. That was the selling point. So she was like, we want to use this. And they obviously got to see the talent in Scott. Not only does he look handsome on camera, but he knew how to do it. Yeah. Like he knew how to like present a product with the proper marketing language in a funny scenario or just in a scenario. So it really like no one internally could do that. You're paying hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars to an agency to figure that out for you. And Scott just did it on a weekend. So they were like, we want to use this video. How much does Roy want for it? And he was like, I don't know. So at the time, like, I'm literally working minimum wage at $10 an hour at PC Mac. I get a phone call and he's like, hey man, great news. They love the video. I was like, really? And he's like, they didn't think it was stupid because I'm just being dumb in it. And he's like, no, dude, it's hilarious. He's like, everyone's cracking up. They keep playing it. And he's like, anyways, our president saw it and he wants me to make more and they want to use this one. So how much do you want for it? And I was like, I don't know, $1,200.
Oh my God.
And so,
which is a lot of money when you're making
at that time, I was like, all right, cool. Cause I think my rent at the time was like $800. So I was like, oh, that kind of covers my rent and groceries for the month. So I was like, I don't know, $1,200. And then Scott's like, all right, cool. And then he like tells Virginia and they're like, all right, great, send it over. We'll use it. So I was like, awesome. And then literally a week later, he called me because everyone liked it. Yeah. He called me a week later and said, hey, what if we gave you 10 grand? What could you do? And then like 10 grand may have been, it may as well have been $100,000, $1 million, $1 billion. 10 grand at that time was like astronomical amount of money for me.
Yeah.
So I was also part-time working at a mail center. Right across the street
you were
from
hustling like crazy.
Yeah, right across the street from PC Mac.
Yep.
So I had 2 jobs. I'd work at PC Mac and I'd run across the street to the mail center. But I was at the mail center and
Which is a great name for a bar.
Hey Roy, we got 10 grand. And I'm just like, you know what I mean?
It was like winning the lotto.
Just told me, yeah, exactly. I won the lottery, right? So
it was like a $500,000 check.
Yeah.
Like 10,000.
Yeah.
10 months of rent.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh man, a whole year of just being able to be creative. I'm in. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, absolutely. Let's figure it out. And then I literally got off the phone and then like I quit both my jobs.
Yeah.
And then I came here to the studio and me and Scott started creating a whole series, which we're going to go through all those videos coming up.
What did it feel like quitting your job? Like, because even though it's $10 an hour, it is security. You were doing it and you were hustling two jobs. What did it feel like going from that and being like, you got this check, but you don't know if anything else is coming?
Oh, what do you mean? Like, how did it feel?
Yeah, to actually like quit, to be like,
I still to this day don't think that I quit. Like, I still look at it as like, well, if this all blows up, I can always go back to the mail center.
Yeah. Yeah, it is like
so like I guess I've never like fully mentally checked out of that.
Yeah.
Like the truth is that I've always, like Jay Leno said it. He was like, when he was like, he was talking about it and he said that like he never spent his money from the show. He only lived off of his stand-up checks. And he was just saying, because it's like he never wanted to ever move off from stand-up. He's like, this could end at any point. I don't want to ever move off from stand-up.
Yeah.
So I guess with me, it was like the same psychological effect that it had on me, because I literally left at the end of that shift and started immediately with this 10 grand on shooting these videos with Scott. Like we started like the next day. Yeah. We had to start writing scripts. We had to start creating concepts. You know, we had to start doing all this. And so anyways, I always looked at it as like, I never really left. But now PC Mac is no longer existent in Toluca Lake, so I guess I can't go back there. Yeah. And the mail center is still there, so I'm always like, well, I guess I could always go back to the mail center. So anyways, that's the story of how we have gotten here.
And now look at the cool productions that we do. It's incredible.
Yeah, from $1,200 to now like doing commercials over
$1,300. Yeah. They really put you in a bracket there. Like, I think we can get them for 13, boys.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and we're gonna go through all the other oldies.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. That's great.
Stay pumped.
Oh, stay pump. I love when you say time to pump. Time to pump.
Yeah, I think that was